Hi, I'm Alison and I'll be talking you through the cute card and coin pouch today. For this pattern you'll need 2 exterior pieces, 2 lining pieces, a card and a card pocket. You'll need a zip, all the instructions, the pattern pieces are in the pattern which is available on my website lorelijane.com. This is a super easy, friendly, beginner friendly pattern. We're going to make the card pocket first. I've marked all the lines and you're going to want to fold this card piece accordion style, starting from the bottom of the fabric piece. My fabric is directional, which kind of helps me in this tutorial. And you're just going to want to fold wrong sides together, then right side together on each line going up. So you're going to finger press each line and clip, and then we're going to stitch the top of each card pocket. But you're wanting to really get this finger pressed. I'm using a Frixion pen to do the markings on my card piece, so I can't press with an iron because it will erase the markings, but if you're using chalk you can certainly press. I just finger press and take my time. You really want to get this as accurate as you can so that each card piece, each card pocket is straight and will look the best once it's all sewn up into a pouch. So take your time getting this as accurate as you can and folding on each line and taking your time to get super straight. And then we're going to take this to the machine and stitch along each top of the card piece, card pocket. So each fold that is wrong sides together is the top of a card piece, card pocket I should say. And so we're just going to stitch along. This is a super beginner friendly pattern. Even if you've never tried zips before, the zipper is longer than the pouch, so you can easily make this if you're a beginner. And so I've just stitched the top of each card piece and I'm just making sure it's refolded correctly so that it's ready to go. Now I'm marking the center of the this card piece and we're going to stitch down, and this just makes the 4 card pockets. So if you wanted to make this pouch with 2 sides both being card pockets, you certainly can. I prefer just one side, and then I'm also going to baste each side. Base stitch is a larger size stitch, and you're just doing this so that it doesn't move when you're stitching the pouch all together. And so now it's made 4 card pockets. At this stage I like to check that the cards fit and that there's at least 1/4 inch each side so that the cards will fit. You want them to fit well, with not too much wiggle room. And so now it's ready to be put all together. At this stage you can press this piece with an iron because you've used all your markings. If you've used a Frixion pen, you want to get the other fabric piece, the exterior, and make sure they both are the same size. You might need to trim one of them. So if you do want to trim, you want to trim the top of the card piece. And so now we're just putting the zip right side down on the exterior and the lining piece right side down on top of the exterior piece, so they're right sides together. And the right side of the zip is on top of the exterior right sides together. You can see from the video, it's hopefully clear. I'm just clipping them together so they lay as flat as possible, and you can also see that the zipper pull is out of the way. I always use a larger zipper so that it's super easy to sew, and you can just sew down with a 1/4 inch seam allowance, taking your time to make sure the fabric lines up. When you get to this stage, you want to open these pieces out and then fold the lining so that the wrong sides touch the lining and the exterior. And you've opened it out, and we're going to put the exterior piece, the other exterior piece, right sides together onto that exterior piece, and you make sure that they're lined up. Each side is lined up really well, and that the zipper is right sides together with the exterior. And I clip and then put the lining right sides together with the other lining piece, so it all lines up along the top, and then we're going to stitch along the top with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. I use a thin zipper foot or a thin foot on my Juki machine, but a 1/4 inch foot would be fine because you don't have to move the zipper pull as you sew this part. So we're just going to sew down this edge with a 1/4 inch seam allowance. Then you're going to open each piece up, and you're going to put the lining piece wrong sides together with the exterior, so they're both all open. At this point you might want to press with an iron just to make sure these seams are really flat, and then you want to top stitch along the zipper tape on the fabric through the lining, and this is super important. This will keep the lining inside the pouch as you use it, so it's a good idea. And when you want to stitch these top stitches, you want to make sure you're going the same way, that way you won't get a wrinkled zip. So you want to move the zipper pull to the center of the pouch and trim off the excess zipper tape. The zipper tape is no longer needed, so you can trim it at this stage, or you can trim it later when you put the pouch together. I like to do it at this stage. Then you'll need to stitch the zipper closed. This just allows for it to go easier when you're doing up the pouch. So I just go back and forth over the zipper so that it stays closed and is secure. Now at this stage you want to put the exterior pieces right sides together and the lining pieces right sides together, and you want to line these up as best you can, and then clip or pin. You can I prefer clips just because they're easier and faster to move. You also want to clip around it so that you're going to be leaving a hole in the lining piece, and you also want the zipper tape to point towards the lining. This just means when you turn it right side out, it will sit nicer and you'll get a better result. So I make sure that the zipper tape is pointing towards the lining. So you're clipping all around and making sure that it's lining up as best you can. Once that that's done, you want to take it to your machine and stitch around with a half an inch seam allowance, leaving a turning hole in the bottom of the pouch. This allows you to turn it right side out, and it gives plenty of room. You also want to clip the corners so it will turn out nicely. Take your time with this because you don't want to clip the stitches. You may also want to trim, especially near the zips, if there's too much bulk. At this point you want to reach inside, push the zipper all the way open and push out your pouch. You want to make sure that you're turning those corners really well. I use a chopstick or the end of a paintbrush just to make sure those are really pushed out and looking nice. You want to make sure that the zip is in the right spot and that the lining is together, and then we're going to stitch the lining closed with an edge stitch. Normally I would press this with an iron, but I'm just finger pressing for the video. And close it up and then push the lining inside the pouch. As I said, this pouch can hold 4 cards, but if you made each side of the pouch card pockets, then it would hold 8. So it's really a versatile pattern, and it also comes with a smaller size if you'd prefer, that just has 2 pockets. So give this pattern a go. The pattern's available on my website lorelaijane.com or in my Etsy store, and I think you'll really enjoy it. Thanks so much.